One of the perks for us, being a small business, is that I find it easier for us to maintain our mission, which is to make great things with great people. We've both worked in the corporate world before for a big company, and this isn't a criticism to big companies, but they are beholden to their shareholders, and that is priority number one. And we are the shareholders.
Yes, we are.
And that gives us the freedom to really work with who we want to on the projects that we want to.
Yeah, absolutely. I would 100% agree with that. We are the shareholders, as you said, and as long as there is some profit and our mortgages get paid, then we can work on like really cool projects that sort of fit within our company goals, which is work on cool stuff with cool people. And sometimes there isn't a profit margin, or sometimes you want to fund a project because it's awesome. For example, there's a project that we've talked about, like we want to get off the ground, but it's on them to agree to let us self-fund it. But that's it's a project called Unseen Sacrifice, which is talking about homeless veterans in the city and what this one company has been doing to house them. And I would say that's a passion project for us that we want to get going, get off the ground. And there is no funding coming in for that, but that's something that we would happily self-fund, and that's a project that's near and dear to our hearts. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when we worked for a bigger organization, we found workarounds to be able to work on some projects that we were passionate about. Yeah. And there are client projects that come in too that we're passionate about. And then I guess on the flip side of that, there's also, and we've talked about this before and had to learn this the hard way a little bit, having to answer to shareholders also means that we can say no to those clients Absolutely. That aren't the right fit for us.
Yeah.
And that is a gift.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Not every client, works with us, and that's totally fine. Sometimes you have a clash of personalities or, expectations that, you would get with an agency, which is, the hands-off approach that we don't believe in. We want the client involved in every step of the process. And, for some clients, they're either too busy for something like that, or, it's just not something they're interested in. They just want to hand it off, and that's totally fine. But that's not our mission. That's not what we want to do.
Mm-hmm. Not that we can't. We just don't prefer it.
Exactly.